Reporter Guy here, and for those of you who love Zelda and Dynasty Warriors, well, today is the release of the most hyped Hyrule Warriors for the Wii U. And it's got me thinking, why do people love crossovers so much? Probably the best answer I can come up with for that is that it can help introduce people who are fans of one franchise to other franchises by uniting their worlds and combining their gameplay styles. Obviously, Hyrule Warriors is a crossover between Legend of Zelda and Dynasty Warriors, two very different franchises, but by the looks of things, they merge. The styles merge pretty well. Other crossovers I've loved over the years include The King of Fighters, which has become its own phenomenon. Originally brought together various franchises from the Neo Geo era, including Fatal Fury, Art of Fighting, Ikari Warriors, which even came before the Neo Geo era. And it's a series that still has fans to this day, and it's pretty amazing. Let's see. Other crossovers other crossovers that are pretty cool include, by the looks of things, Professor Layton versus Ace Attorney. Let's see. I've seen footage of plenty of other crossovers, including oh yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom series. That's always been a lot of fun. And there are plenty of upcoming crossovers too, like Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem. That's gonna draw in a lot of strategy fans. I mean, thanks to Awakening, Fire Emblem's enjoyed a surge of popularity in America. But the thing I like most about crossovers is that it's like, sometimes, yeah, like I said, sometimes crossovers get you interested in other series thanks to the inclusion of series that you enjoy in those crossovers. There are plenty of crossovers I'd like to see. I'd like to see a crossover between Mega Man with the gameplay style of Sengoku Basara, which is pretty much Capcom's answer to Dynasty Warriors in the first place. I'd like to see a crossover between BlazBlue and Guilty Gear, both Arc System fighters. And there are plenty of ideas that I can't think of off the top of my head, but I'd have to go into it at some point. Oh yeah, I'm working on scripting for my Top 10 Vampires Halloween special. And don't worry, my intro is not going to do wub-wubs this time. I'm going to try to avoid the night creepypasta stuff for my intro. And since I can't think of anything else to talk about right now, user questions! Just a brief reminder. Go to my channel, click the About tab, click Send Message, that's how you send me questions. First question comes from Divine Evil Soul, who asks, are there any weapons you don't enjoy using in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate? I'm not really a fan of really heavy-hitting yet cumbersome weapons. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of the Greatsword, and I'm also not a big fan of the I'm not really used to the ranged weapons like the bow guns or the bow. That would take a lot of practice getting used to. I'm sure I could acclimate myself to those with enough practice. That's how you get better with anything. But I just personally prefer to at least be more mobile. I like getting quick hits in and combos, which is why I favor the Sword and Shield and Dual Blades. Weapons like the Greatsword and the Lance, on the other hand, not so much. Next question comes from Armando Salcedo, who asks, who is your favorite Koopaling? Ludwig, hands down. I mean, he actually kind of resembles the figure that he's named after, that being Ludwig von Beethoven. And he just seems the most entertaining from my perspective. That is as entertaining as characters that were originally like one-offs were. Speaking of which, oh, never mind. No Smash spoilers in case you don't want to be spoiled for Smash characters. Next question comes from Night Rain Girl 43, who asks, which are your favorite gag reels in BlazBlue? I have to say, there's two in particular that I enjoyed. The first one being Ragna's gag reel from Continuum Shift. The one where he dreams about... one where he has a dream where he dies and becomes a ghost, and we find out that Ragna is scared of ghosts. I mean, this is one of the reasons that Patrick Seitz is the perfect English dub voice for Ragna. It's like the way he goes completely, when he screams like a little girl at the mention of ghosts. It's just hilarious. The other, as much as I absolutely despise Relius Clover, his gag reel is friggin' hilarious. It's the one with the mind swapping. Yeah. Watch it for yourself. It's friggin' hilarious. Next question comes from Matther Strittmatter, who asks, do you have any plans for when you achieve 20,000 subscribers? Yes, I do. To put it simply, a lot of people have asked me about how to make a proper countdown. Also, I've seen plenty of new faces in the countdown making community that are in need of guidance, so to speak. So after I hit 20,000 subscribers, I'm going to make a video on how to make a countdown that doesn't suck. It's like, how to make a countdown that doesn't suck. I intend to give my best tips on intro making, script writing, and editing, so that people have an idea of how to make a countdown and make it good. I know other people have done this before, but I'd like to give my own advice. Hopefully cover some things that other such videos have missed. Last question comes from Deadlock Drago, who asks, why is Aatrox your favorite character from League of Legends? That sounds like the question that should be answered in a countdown. Foreshadowing, maybe? I don't know.